guys, Francis Young here. I'm coming at you guys with a video on something a bit new. I wanted to try something new, and what I wanted to try is basically talk to you guys about track and field in the professional world and where I think my opinions on the 100 meter and the 200 meter dash. Currently, today we're going to talk about the 100 meters, specifically men, and where I see people making it or not making it in the final and where the state that is now. So right now we're at the season of the beginning of the 100 meters. So most people, you would see high schoolers and NCAA college track at least start their season around May, and we're very early in the season right now. We're at the end of April, and the fastest time right now is 9:93, run by a 17-year-old Christian Miller, followed by Brandon Hecklin at 994. He's also around 25 years old, and you would see right now that the reason that not there hasn't been any fast times right now, like 9.8 or 9.7, because of the fact that most of the sprinters now aren't trying to peak right now. If you know sprints specifically, it's similar to other professional sports like hockey, basketball, football. They aren't trying to peak at the beginning of the season. They're trying to peak towards the end of the season, where making being Olympics on the first week of August. So we see Noah Lyles ran a week ago, 10:01 or 2 weeks ago at Gainesville, Florida, and I watched his vlog, his most recent vlog, and he said he didn't run that great, but he was in good positions. His start wasn't good, but he felt he was in great good position. But he said he's not focusing on running fast right now because they're basically most of the professional athletes are in a phase of training where they're lifting very heavy, they're doing a lot of intense track workouts, and most of the time their body's going to be sore. So later in the season, we're going to see towards the end of May and June, they're going to decrease the volume of the training and do more competition phase type of trainings, like a lot of blocks, a lot of starting blocks, a lot of trainings where it's catered to more of the competition phase, and they're gonna go deload. They're not gonna lift heavy throughout the summer. They're gonna deload because you see like a lot of the uh, pros from that we knew for the last couple of years: Kenny Berneric, Akani Simbini, Noah Lyles, Christian Coleman. I could name more. I could name Leslie Tobago. I can't spell his name. I can't say his name properly, but yeah, Lamont Jacobs, Andre DeGrasse. You see so many. Jarnell Hughes. More of these names, they haven't ran yet. They haven't ran a lot of races. They're still in that training phase, so they're still trying to basically make some gains. And then slowly, I would see towards the end of May, mid-May, we're gonna see more fast times. But I want to talk about where I see the 100 meter right now, and then what we're probably gonna expect towards the Olympics period. So the last Olympics, 2020, was in 2021. The Olympic champ of that year was Lamont Jacobs. Obviously, he ran a 980, followed by Fred Curley in second at 984, and Andre Gragas at 989, followed by Akane Simbini, Ronnie Baker, Bing Tang Su. Zarna Hughes got disqualified because he false started, but he ran really fast last year, and Enoch Digoki from Nigeria. So since that Olympic final, we could see that the 100 meters from last year, 2023, the top guys were Zarner Hughes, Noah Lyles, Christian Coleman, Fernando Nyala, Keyshawn Thompson, Oblique Seville, Fred Curley, and Leslie Tebago. That's how you say it. And followed by Kim Blayton around like 8. So those were the top 8 sprinters from that season. But as you see, the ones that made the final was not Zarnell. What am I saying? The ones that made the final were. Let me pop it up on my computer. Well, yeah, Zarnell Hughes came third with 988. Leslie Tobago came 988 second, and Noah Lyles won, with Christian Coleman coming fifth, with Seville coming fourth, and then followed by other guys like Ferdinand Omanyala and Abu Sani Brown. So what do you expect is like over the last couple of years, there's been a lot of consistent appearances in the final. You would say like Noah Lyles, Christian Coleman, Zarnell Hughes, Ferdinand Omanyala. They've been making finals consistently, And I believe the finals from 22 when Fred Curley won, Trayvon Bromell came third, and Marvin Bracy came second. That was a sweep. It was again a lot of similar faces we've been seeing. I'm not going to talk about the 200 today because that's a discussion for another time, but you would see a lot of similar faces this year. You would see probably making it to Olympics. It's really honestly way too early to see who's gonna make the final. I'm not gonna make any predictions, but I'm gonna say like you're gonna see a lot of familiar faces from last year, like Leslie Tobago, Fred Curley, Fernando Bonlaga, Christian Coleman, Noah Lyles, Arneil Hughes, Akeem Blake, Oblique Seville. Courtney Lindsay's making a really good comeback right now from since he turned pro this year. We're gonna have Andre DeGrasse possibly. You're gonna have Marvin Bracy, Trayvon Bromell. There's so many names that I probably forgot to mention that are probably gonna be good. Joseph Famboulage, Kenny Benarix, Abkusani Brown, Cravon Gillespie, Michael Williams. I could name a bunch of Ronnie Baker. Like there's so many sprinters right now that have experience from past seasons that could make the Olympics and possibly making the final. But we gotta put in account there's only 8 spots in the final, and somebody's gonna be left out. It's gonna be really hard to basically make that final, and you're gonna see a lot of the sprinters from USA. USA has at least 20 guys that could possibly that probably will run 20 under 10 20 guys that will run under 10 seconds by the time we get to their trials, and it's going to be such a dogfight to get in the team because there's only 6 spaces, three spots for each event, and then the other 3 spots will be for relay. But it's going to be really hard, and I feel as if the last couple of years we've been seeing a lot of familiar faces, and we're probably going to see similar faces this time around. Making it to Olympics, it's really hard. The 100 meters status. I believe we're going to see fast times this year. More towards June, July Olympics. You're probably going to see. I think we're going to see low 9.7 and possibly a sub 9.7. Possibly. I don't think we're going to go like sub 9.6 because that's too fast. But I think low 9.7 is a realistic goal. You have Noah, who's coming off a great indoor season, improving his personal best by a lot. Christian Coleman, it looks like he's back to his regular form, winning the world championships in indoors. And then you have other sprinters. Fernando Lonala, he's ran 9.77, 9.76. You have Fred Curley, former world champion, former Olympic silver medalist in the 100. He could do Leslie Tobago. He's flying. I mean, he has the 300-meter world record. That was crazy. And he did a sub 45 clocking in the 400-meter. Akeem Blake, Oblique Seville. And then you have other small guys like that are up and coming. Courtney Lindsay, Terrence Jones from Bahamas, Sean Masin Ganawi. These guys are from like the NCAA, some of them, and some of them turn pro and some of them decide to stay in the NCAA, and they're fast for the country. Akani Simbini in Africa, and we don't forget the Asian countries. The Asian countries are usually very underrated. But I don't think Su Bingtan is running this year. I don't think he's in shape. I know he's getting really old. He's 35, but he's had his time. I don't know about the Asian countries. Maybe some sprinters from Japan, China are coming up. I've seen some results, and they've been running close to 10 flat. They have to take it to a next level and run under sub 10. But I think they're able to do that. So you have a lot of athletes, even from the smaller countries, that are really going very well. And for that reason, I think right now the state of 100 meter, it's very early right now. People are just trying to start their season, trying to get back into the groove. But I'm gonna make another video towards the end of June or early June, and we'll see what people are running at during that time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, something different, so it's a discussion, and I hope you see you guys around. See you guys.